Hello everyone, Violet here, your beauty and skincare expert. I'm just gonna wait for some of you to sign on here. Give me a 1 if you're with me right now on the comments, just so I know you're here. Hi Courtney. And if you are watching this on a replay, just type in the comments replay so I know that you saw this. But as we're gonna get started in just a moment, hi David. Welcome everyone. So nice to have you here with me. Today we're going to be talking about how to get your youthful and radiant skin back. Now, this is something I did on Facebook already, but this gained a lot of interest on all different platforms. So I wanted to provide it here directly for you on Instagram, as some of my friends here on Instagram don't have a Facebook. So a lot of people that I've worked with or that I speak with here on Instagram say they suffer from a lackluster skin, like what they used to have. They talk about what was there before and how it's not there now. So again, a lot of people say my skin isn't consistent, Violet. It's problematic. It's changing. Like, why can't I keep my skin beautiful? I'm hiding behind all this makeup. I'm spending most of my time covering up my imperfections, and little do they know that their daily life is causing these troubles. Hi Travis, welcome everyone. So we're gonna get started. I want you to comment right now, what factors do you know that impact skin health? So we can talk about some of them now. This is the training, first training in this 3-part series, and it's all about specific, very easy to do, day-to-day little tweaks that you could do that are repeated unconsciously that most people don't talk about, that causes skin challenges, such as premature aging, dull skin, and why people age and why we don't have to. So a little bit about me. My name is Violet. I am a beauty professional by trade and passion. I started in the beauty industry in 2009. In high school, I was a makeup artist. Then I went off and worked with terminally ill kids, discovered their greatest power and their greatest radiance, and working with their skin challenges, along with helping them with their internal self-love, to working with men and women from all around the world discover their greatest potential within. I've had over hundreds of people that have worked with me, and I'm so excited to share just some tips and tricks and just tools to have in your back pocket for your maximum radiance. It doesn't matter what age you are, it doesn't matter what ethnicity you are, we all are made out of the same compounds. So that is my intention for you. And I know it's such a frustrating place, knowing your potential, knowing that you've once had this beautiful radiance and feeling like that emptiness inside, unable to access it. And I bring these things up, things that I'm going to share with you on this live that I haven't really shared with the public before, to let you know that I've been there, and to let you know how you can get out of there and how you can stay out of there for good. So a little bit about me. I struggled with skin challenges growing up. I had really bad cystic acne on my face. I tried everything from Proactive to Accutane to seeing dermatologists and taking different pills, to I was so desperate at one point using alcohol, just rubbing alcohol straight to the face, and it was so tragic and just so painful. And I have pictures if you want to see them, but my skin has no scarring whatsoever, and that's what really got me into the beauty industry. As well as like my direct family, my sister struggled with eczema since she was 4, and she is completely healed to this day. As well as my mother, she struggled with melasma, and her face is beautiful and radiant and even out, and those are all with non-invasive procedures. So can anyone relate to this? Comment in the comments if you're struggling or you know somebody struggling with the skin challenge. And off of is everyone still here with me? Let me know if this is still live, because my timer just went off on Instagram. Is it still going? I hope it's still going. I don't know. I don't see any more comments anymore. Okay, well, I'm going to continue. So a lot of things that my clients say is like, the skin is not simply what they see on the surface. Like, a lot of people have the misconception that, everything starts from within. Everything starts from within, from healing from what you eat. And although that's a very good point, and it is true, once it's expressed, when the skin's challenge is expressed on the largest organ of your skin, thanks for telling me, Sergio. Once it's expressed on your largest organ of your skin, that's when it's time to do something about it externally. So it's really, really important. A couple that I work with, Darren and his wife, have been struggling with eczema for a very long time. I met them at one of my events. They used some of the little techniques that I gave them, some products. Both of them are completely free from eczema and have stayed free from eczema for this entire year. So I really celebrate them. And again, they were on a special diet and they were using prescribed steroid creams and things like that. I have another client, Felicia. She's a beautiful older woman, and she uses the most expensive skincare out there. And I do believe quality skincare is super important and imperative. Sometimes it doesn't maybe necessarily mesh well with your skin. She uses La Mer and she uses like Dior, and although those are really nice high-end products, doesn't mean that they necessarily will mesh well with your skin. I call some of those products like Dior and Yves Saint Laurent like your stage makeup. Those are not the ones that are going to get you, in my opinion, the results that you're looking for, which is natural youth and radiance. So I want to talk about it. We're all made up from the same elements. We all have these 17 compounds, and it's what we do with them that makes a difference. So here goes. Oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen, calcium, chlorine, sulfur, potassium, sodium, iron, fluorine, magnesium, silica, aluminum, iodine, arsenic. All of the 17 different elements. It's what we do with these elements that allows us to express ourselves into this world and allows us to be the most radiant selves. And sometimes it's expressed in challenges, and that's why it's really important what we do with these compounds. So my recommendation is start with non-invasive, and later on decide if you want to do invasive after we've worked together. And what I want you to do is take a moment and take a close look of your skin. Be your own doctor. Is your skin clogged? These are really important things to do with yourself. So is your skin clogged? How are your pores? Are they open? Are they enlarged? Are they inflamed? Are they closed? Are you taking medication from your doctor? Is your skin peeling? Are you using retinol creams? It's depending like what you're mixing together. We need to know what kind of combinations you're making. Are you getting Botox? Are you using steroid creams? So really important. Comment below what you're doing now. I want to show you a graph of our skin. I'm a little old-fashioned here, so I did print it out for us. So the skin youth, our cosmetic appearance begins actually in the subcutaneous tissue right here in the hypodermis. So we have 3 layers of our skin: the epidermis, the dermis, and the subcutaneous tissue. Most people that say, "What are you doing now?" and they comment coconut oil or other carrier oils, some of those oils barely penetrate the epidermis right here, which is really important because most of the healing begins in the subcutaneous tissue right down here. So there are some essential oils and some botanicals that reach all the way down here. So that's why it's really important to know about your skin and to know what you're doing and how you can make a difference. So the second thing that I hear often is radiant skin is very hard to maintain. It requires a lot of time. And there's many different factors to that. And my question to you is, do you have a set skincare routine that you're providing for yourself? Some skin aid. The secret of kings and queens is self-discipline. Self-discipline is defined as taking power to control your own actions and impulses and emotions. And that self-discipline is what I'm here to help you do. I'm here to be your accountability, to take your hand. It's very simple and it's very easy, but something that just small things that you can apply in your day-to-day that could change your tomorrow. So every cell of the body is constantly in a state of adapting. So it's really important to know, like, are you living in a cold climate? Are you living in a warm climate? How does your body respond to different foods and to different ingredients? How are you mastering your circadian rhythm with sleep? Those are all really important, and as well as like noticing what your longevity stressors are. It doesn't mean it has to take up all of your time. I have a client, Madeline. She's like, Violet, I'm doing more than what I used to do. I'm using more moisturization creams. I'm going to yoga and I'm on an all vegan diet, and I'm still not getting the same results. And that's simply it, is that the routine that she's doing is not conducive to what her result is trying to attain. And my last point that I want to say is, like, that's when the snowball effect happens, right? You start to notice your imperfections. You start to notice that something is off with your skin or challenging for you, and you begin to lose your confidence. You start to notice that blemish. You start to notice that those dark circles. You start to notice your fine lines, and you're like, oh, I don't feel good enough. No matter what I'm doing is not enough. I don't feel powerful. I don't feel magnetic. I'm looking at all my imperfections. I'm seeing my partner looking at other girls. I'm seeing my partner looking at other boys. And that's when we want to go down in the spiral, and we just want to cuddle up in bed and never leave the house. And that's when we lose our self-worth, our confidence. We start to choose really poor habits, such as drinking or eating food that doesn't really support our best selves. So I want you to comment below and tell me what you've heard about skin challenges. And we're going to be coming back tomorrow at 10 a.m. And we're going to be talking about why people can't keep their skin radiant. And I'm going to tell you, it's not a diet problem. You don't want to miss this. I hope you enjoy these tad bits of just beautiful things that you can do. And I hope you can relate to some of what I've been telling to you. I really enjoyed spending my time with you. And if you are watching this right now, please wave so I know you're here. Click replay down so I know you've seen this. And I'll see you back here tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific time. So we're going to be talking about things that your skin can actually do to see radiant and massive results for tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow.